Hello everyone, welcome back to Spitting Daggers, a podcast where we talk about gaming, life as a gamer, and all manner of weird and wonderful things that come with it. Enjoy.
Hey,
Alright.
easy.
Alright, Stingray, how you going, bro?
Yeah, man, good. How are you going?
Yeah, man, fantastic.
Yeah, boy.
Busy as usual. I hear you got some time off.
Yeah.
You getting up to much?
I got my Forky ticker coming up, so I'm going to go get that, smash that out.
Away.
And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to smash out a whole bunch of editing.
Yeah, nice. Got any games lined up that you're going to play?
Yes. So I grabbed Fallout New Vegas. Got it for a bargain on Steam. $15.
So you're just going to grind that a bit out?
Yeah, well, I've only played 4 hours of it at the moment. And, yeah, I'm keen to actually get in and actually see what's going on.
Yeah, beauty.
I didn't realise that that game has hardcore mode. It's just insane, man. Why? Like, your normal playthrough, your bullets don't weigh anything. You don't have to keep monitoring your sleep. And you don't need to keep track of, like, your food and water. But with this hardcore mode, you've got to look at all that. Otherwise, you get really, really hardcore side effects.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so just gins with the whole thing, right?
This mode would really, really test how your survival skills are.
Yeah, copy.
I did watch a guy play it, and right, it was like 3 hits and he was dead. Yeah, just getting absolutely destroyed, man. Like, you have to be crazy to do it like that. Just to play the game like that, you gotta be crazy. just sit down and enjoy it, you know?
100%. Well, that's like well, that's what another thing that I'm pretty keen to get into was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 hardcore mode.
And they only just brought that out the other day too.
Yeah, I haven't had enough time to get around to it yet. So, I mean, yeah, when I get around to it, I will. But I was really keen for that, and I've been seeing a little bit of stuff about it on the interwebs, and it looks like a hardcore mode. Dead set, man.
Well, I think the actual game just itself is already hard.
Yeah,
I have not jumped back on in a very long time. The combat in it, man, it's so tricky. I just die. I think it's one of those. Never get a hit in.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things of like once you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
But like up until that point in time, it's pretty brutal, especially at the start. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to keep practicing, get better.
That's right. I think like one of the first quests there's to do the Master Strike. That's a good one. Just beeline to that. Beeline to that, get that, and then it makes the game a whole lot easier. It's like a counter sort of thing. So like I think when you're in the game, when someone attacks, you're meant to block from the opposite angle. But this one that you block from the same side that they're attacking with, and it like counters and then attacks them, and it's unblockable. Yeah. So it's like super OP.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe next time when you jump in, go for that. Make your playthrough a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting there just hating life.
Yeah, dude, just turning the game off and walking away.
Okay, cool. We'll get into it. So today we are going to talk about some new announcements, if I can get my words right. We've got some new leaks, or so they say. The Minecraft movie has come out, and that is having its absolute way with the box office,
smashing it.
Yeah, it's pretty carnage. The memes are. The memeing that's going on is crazy, but it's IRL, which is nuts. But yeah, I suppose we'll get into that a bit later. Yeah, what are you playing, man? You playing much? Just the New Vegas?
Yeah, just a bit of that. I haven't really been playing much other games. Well, I did jump into Kingdom Come, but yeah, I just kept dying, so I just turned it off and I got Fallout New Vegas, so I've just been jamming that at the moment. You smashed anything at the moment?
At the moment, yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of COD Mobile, which was pretty cool. Um, which has got me sort of thinking on something. About how mobile gaming is popping off right now, but like maybe not in the way that one might think. Because like when I think of mobile games, I think of like Candy Crush and Raid Shadow Legends and all this gotcha game shit. And but like I've been doing a little bit of digging, man, and we got like COD, Diablo, PUBG, um, it's another one, Black Desert Online. Like these are big games that have had mobile adaptations to them, and like
They had COD Zombies. I used to play that when it was out.
yeah, they've got zombies in the mode as well. And the Warzone, so you can do
Yeah,
the
right. They got
so,
Warzone too.
yeah, so you do the battle royale, everything, man.
Wow.
And like it runs excellent. There's always players in the lobbies. Like it's just so convenient. Like the convenience is unparalleled. So like when you're on the bus, train, or you're on your lunch break at work or whatever, like you just jump into a few games of Search and Destroy and tap some fucking heads, you know? It's like, what? It's like, bro, what's the world
Gaming on
coming
the
to?
go.
Yeah, man. It's pretty wild, man. But yeah, so it's like that also makes me sort of think about, like, I'm not really that surprised. Like mobile gaming has sort of, like, it's been on the rise. Even like mobile esports has been on the rise for quite some time now.
I don't even know that was a thing, to be honest.
Yeah, damn.
God, yeah, I didn't even know that they had mobile.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
esports.
COD
Yeah,
Mobile
right.
has its own league.
Wow.
I think.
Okay, that's
Don't quote me on it. Well,
Mm.
like I'm only being recorded, but
We'll cut that out and we'll quote it.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, sweet, we can do that. But yeah, I think it's like I read a crazy stat. I think the mobile gaming, like the amount of people has gone up by 1 billion people in the last decade.
Wow.
So like
Okay.
that's a pretty crazy statistic.
Mm.
Dead set. But apart from that, I'm not really playing really anything else. Like I'm a busy dude, you know. So like I do a lot of, like a lot of my shit is like I'm on the go like all the time. So I'm not exactly, and when I'm at the computer, like I try and keep that as my sort of workstation sort of thing. And so like right now, mobile gaming is just like super convenient for me. Like Wild Rift, COD Mobile, like all that sort of shit. So it's yeah, but it's good because it means I can you know, like I don't have to dedicate such a huge amount of time to go and actually just go and have fun or whatever. Because it's like if I only had 20 minutes to have fun, it's like, well,
You just whip the
I'm not
phone
gonna
out.
I'm not gonna set up on the PC and, you know, gotta hook it, you know, get into it and whatever. Like it just takes longer. The game like takes ages to load up and jump in, and like all the games are formatted to have longer matches and all that sort of stuff. Like a round of team deathmatch in COD Mobile can go like 3 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I
Okay.
can use like, if I got 10 minutes to spare, I can punch out 2 games. Which is crazy. But one thing I'm keen for would be Oblivion Remastered coming out, The Elder Scrolls 4. There has been a bit of talk about this being a huge mistake. Like I've seen a lot of videos on like YouTube videos, but I think The Elder Scrolls 4 is like, I think it's a W. Like when like a little bit of a story about about my background. Like when I first got a console, I got a PS3, and I caught one game, and that was The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And I didn't have another game for about 6 to 7 months, around there. And I played that, I jammed that, I woke up early before school and I played it, and I got home from school and I played it until like 3 a.m. and then just did that over and over and over. I just played till I got tired, went to school, come home, just yeah, crazy man. I just jammed it.
Just living and breathing in it.
Yeah, but like I can see where all that where the hate's coming from, because like you'd think that, what about the Elder Scrolls 6? Like, wouldn't it be better for Bethesda to put their resources there instead of
Remastering an old
living in the
game.
past, so to speak? But I think like the value of nostalgia these days is so high. I think and I think it also takes gamers back, especially people my age, takes them back to a time before like this hyper content cycle that we've got going on now, where there's just game development companies are just like smashing content in our faces, more content. It's a big content washing machine, and I think it just really takes things back a step into a time where it's a little bit more simple, you know.
I do agree with the nostalgia, but that game was announced like what, 12 years ago or something?
Mm.
They did like a little trailer. Like, I'd be putting my time and effort and resources into getting that sorted, and then maybe looking at doing a remastered version.
Oh, you're talking about the trailer for the Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah. No, I don't know if it was 12 years ago. Like, no,
it was a
definitely
very
12
long
years ago.
time ago.
Yeah, 8 maybe. I think maybe
Wow.
8. But yeah, that's still still crazy. But
Yeah. I don't know.
like
I'd be putting time and effort into getting that sorted
I think
first.
yeah, and as a big time fan, like I think I would be more keen for
A new one?
the new one.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, because like it'd just be interesting to see what sort of engine they're going to use for it,
Mm,
and just the level of detail that they're able to get out of it. Like, obviously, the games are ripe with detail. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh,
they're always
very attention to detail.
yeah, they're
Oh,
very fantastic games, man. Like,
insanely.
and
Really good.
I think the fact that it's taking this long as well, uh, also raises a little bit of like more curiosity as to like the final product. 'Cause it's like, you know, if they're taking this long to do it out, but they're doing all these other side projects or whatever, like it's like, is there trouble in paradise, or are they just taking their time with
Mm,
it and making sure it's like proper decked out?
yeah. Or maybe they're just waiting for GTA 6 to release, and they're like, okay, sweet, now we can release our game.
You wait for the GTA 6
Yeah.
hype to sort of die.
I mean, that could be a thing.
Yeah, because yeah. Well, like I mean, you wouldn't want to drop two. Because I'd have to say, like the Elder Scrolls series would probably have to be, after GTA, would have to be the most successful like RPG styled game,
Yeah.
like role playing. I mean, Fallout would be right there, but I just think the Elder Scrolls is probably a little bit better. Maybe.
Mm,
I don't know. This is the way I see it anyway. But GTA 6, when it comes to like a role playing game,
yeah. Yeah, that takes the
yeah,
top.
like an open world. So
Mm,
yeah, and up in that level, man, like with the companies, like they're probably all like talking and stuff.
yeah.
Like they're like, yeah, we're not going to drop this within a year of you dropping
Mm.
that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much conflict. There's probably, and as with them all working together, it'll probably help both companies
Oh yeah,
succeed better, instead of trying to rob the other one and then everyone loses.
Mm.
Um, So, yeah.
Everyone wins.
Yeah, everybody wins. Yeah.
Gaming, bringing everyone together.
Yeah, you know it, man. Yeah. So, and I I read about this study the other day. Um, and it's pretty crazy. So if you are 37% less likely to have an issue during surgery if your surgeon is a gamer. So like not only do they make 37% less errors, but they're also 27% faster. And on top of that, they also do 42% better on their tests, like a skill test that they do. I'm not exactly sure what those tests actually include, but 42% better on any test is like
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
crazy.
That's almost 50% better.
What are they playing? Surgeon Simulator or something? Like...
Yeah, I don't know how they actually figure all this out. But one thing it makes me sort of think of is like, how many errors are getting made in surgery? That we got these results. That's just like, holy! So like, it makes me think that issues in surgery or mistakes
happening
in
because they're
surgery
not
are
gamers.
a little bit more likely than what we think. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like you said, Surgeon Simulator. Like you'd think that, like if this was the case, you would think that they would gamify like some part of the learning journey, right?
Mm.
Like maybe they should have like a Microsoft Surgeon Simulator. Where you could, I didn't even know.
Just chuck a VR on and they'll sit there and just slowly cut everything up.
Yeah, or like VR headset would make it even better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It would.
Yeah, well, there's probably something like that already on Steam. I haven't actually checked it out.
Oh, there is a Surgeon Simulator, yeah.
Damn.
I have watched quite a few videos on that when I was way younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not what you would want to happen during surgery. People just smashing the ribs, throwing everything everywhere, cutting everything open just to put a heart in there, and it's like, well, all these ribs and organs are gone, like, what's gonna happen? But the heart's in. It's all good.
The heart's in. That reminds me of that episode of South Park where they accidentally replaced Kenny's heart with a baked potato. Oh shit, man, crazy. But like,
bugger.
it also makes me think because like gaming makes surgeons perform better, but like that's not the only field that utilizes gamer firmware. So the US military, like they actually use gaming controllers like in field operations. So like they do it for bomb disposal, flying drones, and I think even submarine. They've got their like periscopes that like can stick out of the thing, and like they use like I think they use Xbox 360 controllers for them.
Oh.
Yeah, like actual gaming controllers, but
Yeah.
they just map it the same way because
just modify the absolute crap out of it.
Well, no, they
Really?
don't.
They just
but
Bluetooth it.
yeah,
sweet.
because it's got a really intuitive design, but that's not the only reason why. But it's also because people are already familiar with it. Like they already know the controls. Like so everything's like you don't need a remap it. You know what stick does which. You know what I mean?
Playing some real life Call of Duty.
That's it. Tapping heads, yo. But like
it goes to pause, it doesn't work. Why is this game not pausing?
Trying to load the last save.
It's an enemy ship coming straight for him.
Enemies stick with you forever. Yeah, you can't wipe away the memories, huh?
Hey,
you can't wipe away the memories.
That's very interesting, though.
Yeah, like I was pretty blown away when I heard that. I think for some of the more complex drones. I
Mm.
can't remember
Probably
the
use someone a bit more full on.
yeah, that actually has proper flight controls and all that sort of stuff. Like,
Mm.
but I think for all those, you know, like drones that just have bombs attached to them, I'm pretty sure they just use just a little PlayStation control. But yeah, like yeah, their other one. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called the something Reaper. It's even called the Reaper.
The Reaper.
Wow, god damn.
Wow.
I think H9 or something like that. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, well, like I mean, like what other professions do you think like being a gamer could actually like benefit like your career?
Oh man, American school teacher.
or, or a pilot or something.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, you could actually be anything because you've got so many simulators these days.
Yeah, true.
Like, what's that one that you were telling me a little while ago?
Goat Simulator.
Not that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I want to be a goat when I grow up.
My mom said I could be anything.
It's that pressure washer simulator.
Oh, power wash
Yeah,
simulator.
you learn.
What a zen game.
Mm.
Dude. All day. Just zenning out. It's so good. Just zero rage, man.
Just with heavy metal music playing in the background. I'm so zen right now. This is so calming.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy like the amount of like hand-eye coordination and stuff that goes into it. And like farming simulator, that's getting like really detailed now.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy how many simulator games there are.
Yeah. Personally, I don't really like playing those sorts of games.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar. Like, I mean, I don't mind a bit of Power Wash Simulator when I'm like really hungover. Just laying in bed, just something
all clean.
Don't need to think about nothing. Just clean the dirt, wash away the sins of the park or the bloody building that you're washing down. It's all good, man. Just all zen, no rage. The complete opposite of the other games that I usually play, which is multiplayer PvP. Constantly bad mouthing everyone around me because nothing is my fault.
I'm the victim here.
I am not the issue. So yeah, like, yeah, man. But apart from that, yeah, I'm not really like a farming simulator kind of guy. Of like, if I had the setup for it, I would give Flight Simulator a go. Like, but if I had like the proper setup, like all the joysticks, all the proper thing, and like a headset as well.
A VR headset.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just sit at the computer and
fly around.
Yeah. I would jam that.
Then you can become a pilot.
Yeah, you know it. We got like, is there any like sort of simulation that if you had like the setup for, like, you would do it? Would you do like some like a proper racing one or whatever? Like, if you had the gear for it?
I reckon like a boxing simulator type one. Or like a
UFC
type one. I think that'd be really cool.
Like first person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would be
dude.
awesome.
That would be
It'd be hard to do. You might have to have like sensors.
How has that not been done already? Surely it's been done.
Possible. I know you can use the joysticks and like the PlayStation ones. Or there might also be ones for PC. But you got VR and you've got like these little hand things and you can move around and run around and all that.
Yeah, that's sick.
for you to throw kicks and like punches and like grapple, you'll have to have sensors or something around you.
Yeah, or
Or you
maybe
just put
even
like a
little
bodysuit on or something.
maybe like little sensors that you strap on your feet.
Mm.
Then you can pop. And that'd probably have to have like a little disclaimer that they're not responsible if you'd pull a hammy.
Yeah. Or break your mum's vase.
Yeah,
You know?
hey, it's like, man, I just can't kick this guy in the head.
You've actually kicked someone in the head.
Yeah.
Just the fucking cat walks out in front, just boom.
Oh no!
They're just like, what happened there? But I
Yeah.
think that would be an awesome idea.
Mm. Yeah,
It's
dead
so
set.
cool.
That'd be really immersive. They could have like
Mm.
haptic feedback in the like the headset,
Mm.
where like you get like a little vibration or something, like when you get like hit on that one side. That'd be sick.
Or like just wearing a bodysuit and it just zaps you if you get punched or kicked somewhere there.
Yeah, it just pricks you with a needle. Yeah, taking this haptic feedback really serious.
The dude kicks you in the arm, the fucking bodysuit just snaps it.
Yeah,
Just
you get
snaps your arm,
knocked
just-
out. You get knocked out, and then a bloody John Cena body double just jumps in through the window, smashes you down.
And his name was John Cena.
Oh man. All right. Oh man.
Dude, what about his Minecraft movie explosion?
Bro.
Holy.
What is with the memes?
Everywhere, man. Oh, chicken jockey.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I haven't seen the movie, and I very rarely participate in a lot of social media.
Mm.
So like, what's the go with the chicken jockey meme? Like,
I don't know, man. It's just people
It's
just they just flip out because he's saying chicken jockey.
damn.
Like, I don't know why, but so many people have been kicked out of cinemas because they're just throwing popcorn everywhere and just losing their mind.
It's like it's like an IRL meme. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, dude, what the?
That's exactly what it is.
That's crazy, dude.
So, me and my partner, we went and watched it this weekend, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think if Jack Black wasn't in that movie, I think it would have done really bad.
Yeah.
I think he really made that movie. Yeah, it's a little bit cringy, but you laugh at the cringiness of it.
Yeah, like it's
You know?
like it's meant to be that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a kids' movie. It's like meant to be for kids, but
Mm.
so many, as you would say, like teenagers to adulthood, we grew up playing Minecraft.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's probably the similarity of the game. Like the game is, you look at it, it's a game for kids, and heaps of kids play it. Like,
Mhm.
but also heaps of adults play it. So like it sort of shares the same demographic as you'd
Mm.
sort of expect as well.
Yeah.
But
that movie, on its opening weekend, made $168 million.
dude,
To this date, the 21st or the 4th, they've made over $300 million. And I think the movie's been out for almost 20 days. Came out on the 4th of April.
yeah,
Now, that surpassed Super Mario Bros. Opening weekend. Mario only got $146 million on its opening weekend.
oh, only.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
But Super Mario, I'm pretty sure that came out in 2023, if I can remember.
Yeah,
However, it's already made $1 billion to this date. Like it's already made $1 billion. Minecraft.
Sorry.
They've estimated that if Minecraft keeps going on its trajectory, they could make over $1 billion as well.
Damn, that's some big numbers, dude.
Yeah. I
That's
don't know how
huge.
much the budget was for Minecraft, but if they're on trajectory of getting $1 billion, like probably just like 10x their money.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know how much the budget was, but having Jack Black in there would have been a little bit hefty.
And it's CGI heavy.
Very.
So, I would assume it probably cost a bit, but
Mm.
yeah, like I would say like that'd probably be like a big W, man.
Mm. Oh
It's that.
yeah, like it's just crazy.
Mm.
Now, I wonder what other video games they need to do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, are they in talks of making new ones, or like, or even just TV shows?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few TV shows. None that I can really think of right now. Oh God, there's one they just watched the other day. I can't remember. But but one that does come to mind, like because they had the Cyberpunk Edge Runners
Oh, that's the anime series here.
anime
Yeah,
series that came out.
that was
Um,
really good.
that was awesome.
Mm.
That song's still on my playlist. But like, what I would really love to see would be a Cyberpunk 2077, like
Like
a
the actual
real life,
game.
like real action, like sort of
Oh yeah, yeah.
like because I think with like the technology and stuff now with like the CGI and like hybrid with like realism and stuff like that, I think they would be able to
Oh,
have
they'd be
some
able
like
to smash it.
sick looking like movie, man.
They'd be able to fucking smash that.
Mm,
I think they'd do it really well.
yeah.
Just get the director that did Fallout.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, that's it.
like that was a great series.
Yeah.
I'm so keen for season 2.
Is any word on like when that's
I
happening?
haven't heard anything about it yet.
You would hope it would come out with like within the year, right?
Fingers crossed.
Um, yeah, but hey, maybe video game shows and movies are probably trying to stay clear of GTA 6's release as well because like I
Yeah.
mean, if people are going to be jamming GTA, like they're not going to be watching your show.
No.
Um,
No.
but yeah, yeah, so crazy, man.
I think a really cool adaptation would be God of War.
Yeah,
That would be
dude.
awesome. Be really
Mm,
cool. Even if they just did the first game as a TV series or something like that, you know?
yeah, but like right back at the start,
Mm.
like where he like is like coming up to become the God of War.
Yeah.
Like trying to kill Ares and stuff, like ancient Greece.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be sick. That was my next question for you. Would be like what sort of stage would you set it? Because
You'd have
because
to start from the start. Like, sure.
yeah,
Like, for sure.
and then you could do heaps of different movies. You just
Oh, yeah.
carry it on through the thing. But
And he could just go around just killing every single god. You know?
mm.
Just going, oh, sweet, we'll just go to Egypt and just kill all them.
Yeah, well, I think that's the real main like conflict when it comes with like the games and then having series or like movies off the games is because you've got like you don't want to repeat the same storyline,
No, you don't.
you know, like because if you've played the game and then you just like well and then you just watching you're basically just watching yourself play the game, like you know, you're like yeah,
Pretty
I've done
much.
this, so you sort of want to yeah, they'd need to find like an angle to do it like way more original.
Yeah.
Um, which is a bit of a hard thing to do, I suppose.
It's hard, but they could change the story up a little bit.
Yeah, well,
You
I think
know,
that's
like
sort of the
they
default.
could still use the first game as
Mm,
like a bit of, you know, like the rule book. You know, starting with killing all the Greek gods, but changing a bit of that story to sort of not be the exact same.
yeah, yeah, or just to have it like 'cause the whole premise might even like the whole story could even just be like him trying to kill one god, like you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
going for Zeus.
yeah, and just like, but hey, I'd go out with that.
Mm.
Dude, I'd be down for that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bro. Kratos is the man, yo. Like, man, like God of War, 1 and 2, that was the bread and butter back in the day, man. I mean, I never had a PS2 to play all that shit, but like, I'd play with my friends because my friends had PS2s. And but yeah, like, um, yeah, it's an awesome franchise, man. That sort of makes me sort of think like about gaming back in the day, and like, I don't know, man. Is gaming less enjoyable now? Like, I see so many TikToks and YouTube videos of people complaining, or comparing like gaming then versus now sort of thing, and like jumping on this like, gaming isn't fun anymore, like sort of bandwagon. Like, I don't know if you've seen all these TikToks and shit like that,
No.
but I'm like, but like, I don't know, man. I completely disagree with all of it. Like I think we've hit a ceiling, and the ceiling is just related to just things already been done before. Like, we've already seen it all. There's so many. We've explored every genre. We've explored angles of all these different genres or whatever. Well, that's until we find another one. But
Mm.
like I think a lot of the new games that come out, like a lot of them aren't bad. They're just not novel anymore. Like
Mm.
there's just a lack of surprise, I think, when it comes to like the games that come out.
Yeah, I don't think gaming is less enjoyable, and as you said before, I think it is just that we've seen pretty much everything. You
Mm,
know, they've done game devs have pretty much put out everything. It
mm.
yeah.
I don't think pulling off a sick headshot like in Counter Strike feels any less good than what it did when, I was, a dirty little 14-year-old in his room tapping heads in COD. Like,
Mm.
I don't think it feels any like it don't doesn't feel any less or whatever. So like, I don't know, but
Maybe those people are just growing out of gaming.
yeah, man, I was
Maybe the
like,
responsibilities of being an adult, maybe they just don't find gaming as enjoyable anymore.
this is true. Like, I mean, like maybe, maybe like people change, man, and interests also change with that too. Like, I
Exactly.
mean, yeah, like you'd have to be silly to think that you could stay the same and have the exact same interests forever.
Mm.
And that is gonna wholeheartedly be the case for everything. Like, man, people change every day. So, um, yeah, I think with a lot of those people, I don't know if anyone who's listening, is maybe one of them,
Mm.
but
Yeah, I was just
yeah,
thinking
that's okay.
maybe the weight of being an adult is sort of just taking away the fun. And it's just
Yeah, well, people
it's
get other
not the same
priorities
anymore.
too.
Yeah, well, this is true. I've found it harder to game since since I've had the responsibilities of being an adult.
Mm, yeah, for sure. Like, you just haven't got the time that you once
Mm.
used to have. And I also think like a lot of the enjoyable experiences that you once got, like as a kid playing games was probably because you played all the time.
Yeah.
Like because like all those moments, like out of a 4 hour block of gaming, like you might have 4 or 5 moments in there that were like just peak awesome memories, like
Yeah.
stuff that you carry with you. Like if I'm to
COD
use like
lobbies.
yeah, like if I'm to use like the Inside Out reference, like get it like a core memory sort of thing. Like you might have like one sort of instance of that in that
Mm.
there, but if you only have like 45 minutes to play like once every couple of days or whatever, like the frequency that you find those moments are going to be less.
Yeah.
Surely, like I don't know if that's how it works, but
Mm.
that's just what I'd be thinking anyway. Like,
Well, I probably put about maybe 300 plus hours into Minecraft, but that was when I was younger. And
yeah,
like, I used to play that through thick and thin almost every day. But now I jump on, I'm just like, oh, what I really should do with this? It's like, oh, it's not really like it's enjoyable, but I've sort of, done everything in that game that I can do.
mm,
Um, yeah, I don't know.
yeah. So you just sort of
Sort of grew out of
going back over your tracks.
yeah, sort of grew out of that one. But I'll probably play it every now and then with the missus.
Yeah,
But yeah, it gets to a certain point where it's like, oh, yeah, no, this is not as interesting as what I used to think it was like.
yeah, and that actually makes me think of something too. Is that a lot of the things that make gaming enjoyable is who you're doing it with,
Mm, yeah.
and like maybe you don't have that same core friend group like as you once did or whatever, or the same group of friends that also had that same keen interest in like the same games as you did or whatever, because obviously you're growing up with them or whatever. So like you obviously, during school you're growing with people, and then like eventually it gets to that point where you're 18 or whatever, and then things start changing, life
Mm,
happens, and everyone sort of parts ways, interests change, you lose friends, you gain friends. It's all just different. So then you don't have that same like connection with someone that has this shared like almost nostalgic feeling,
mm,
um which makes sense. And so like, yeah, like sitting down with the missus and like playing something like that can be a really good way of getting those feelings back, you know what I mean?
mm,
Like playing with someone that you care about, and just having some fun, man.
mm.
But like when it comes to the novelty of things, like it makes me wonder why VR isn't as popular as it is. Like I know it's really popular, but it's just like I just feel like it should be more popular than what it is. Especially like now when like as gamers, like we're really struggling to find novelty in things, you know?
Uh, well, the way that I think about VR, like you play it every now and then. Like that, just if I was to get one, I'd play it every now and then. It's just too much setup.
Mm,
Whereas you just jump on your computer, all you got to do is just turn it on, you can play.
yeah, so
But with your VR, you got to plug it all in, put the fucking thing on, put your headset in, get your controllers ready, make sure it's all charged. Like with the
mm,
controllers, just to make sure they're charged and just turn it on and you can play.
yeah.
So
Yeah, well
I
like
think that puts a step into why it's not as popular.
yeah. Yeah, definitely the accessibility
Mm.
uh would impact it for sure.
And like then you've also got to have space to like walk around as
Yeah,
well.
and a lot of people might not have that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like if they got like a share housing and stuff like
Mm.
that,
It'll
like
definitely make it a bit hard.
yeah,
And
because then
especially
you
if you've got your setup in your room as well. You got to
yeah,
move your bed all
exactly.
over the place. You got to move things around just so you can play. So yeah, I think that's probably two of the well, for me. I think that's like two of the biggest reasons why it's not as popular.
Yeah, 100%. Um, and I think also like a lot of people like in like like most gamers are of a younger age.
Mm.
Let's just say 18 to 34. Like the bulk of the gamers are in that sort of age group.
Yeah.
Um, and like that's also the same age group where like you would be like at university,
Mm.
and you don't have like you have a dorm room or something like that, or you might not be as financially stable or whatever. So you're in share housing
Mm.
or something like that. You know what I mean? Or you're bunking, you got roommates or whatever. Like your space is just like this room. You
Mm.
know what I mean? And it's like, well, like how the hell am I going to play VR boxing and start kicking people?
It just cracked your roommate, just fucking boom. Oh, whoops.
Or just kick your monitor, man, break your hand on a shelf. Like, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like when you think about it.
They're not cheap either.
No.
And you're looking at about $600 to $800. Like,
yeah,
that's
and
a
that's for
console.
a cheap one too,
That's
isn't
a
it?
console, yeah. Like that's the price of a console.
Yeah, and so for
So
something,
if you think about it, you got to get the console or the PC and get the VR. Doesn't just come with it.
yeah, exactly, and then it's like an extra thing.
Mm.
And so it might be just like a bit of a hard price point to swallow for something that someone who's going to buy it knows that they're only going to be able to play it, once every now and then, or they only plan on playing it once every now and then because, might get bloody like motion sickness and all that sort of shit. Like,
I mean, what you could do if you do want a VR, just go out and buy a fucking curved monitor, put a box on your head and sticky tape it to the monitor and just sit really close.
yeah,
There you go, cheap VR.
yeah. And then or the only other thing you need to do is you need to buy a permanent marker and write Timu on the side of it. Got him. Yeah, crazy dude.
So, I want to know, like, wanted to have a bit of a conversation about how big Steam is. Like they've had competitors, but no one's been able to take them down.
True.
Like for myself, I don't think that anyone stands a chance against them. Amazon is, we know how big that company is. More people, more funds. They had everything, but they could not take it down. Or they could not actually compete well against them.
Yeah,
So
right.
Amazon just scrapped it.
So Amazon tried to like take out Steam,
Yeah,
or like
to
we'll
try
try
and
to
get
compete.
gamers to go to them instead.
Yeah,
But
right.
gamers were like, yeah, no, we're just going to stay with Steam.
Yeah.
Like, why would we move everything that we have? Like, why would we move to another platform when we have everything here? Like it's just a bit silly. But we also know what Amazon's like.
Yeah.
You move there, you're going to be paying like full price for games, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you need a subscription now. Well, Steam is like, hey, no, we're
Get
here
Prime.
for you. We're here for you gamers. Like, you're not just a cash cow for us. But they did, I will say, Amazon did have a good product. They had cloud gaming in it.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's good, but, like, they would have somehow tried to monetize the absolute crap out of it.
Yeah, for sure. They would not have left anything out of that. Like, I mean, they're a big company for a reason. They're really good at monetizing shit.
Yeah.
So,
well, a really good example of like how they probably would have gone about it. I pay for the Amazon Prime already, so that means that I get to watch everything on there. I have to pay extra to get rid of the ads inside the actual TV show, and it's like, hang on, I'm already paying $12 a month to have this, but now you're going to make me pay extra to get rid of ads? You cheeky buggers. So
it's a goddamn insult.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it is. It's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
So once I've finished my show with the missus, I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not fair. I'm already paying. Like, don't make me pay more.
Yeah, hey, like if you're paying the service, you shouldn't have to pay that.
No,
you shouldn't. It's not right.
No.
Yeah, no, that's frustrating as
Very. But hey, what can you do?
What's happened to it anyway? Because I think so this is how much of a failure it was. Like, I mean, like I am about gaming, and I didn't hear about any of this.
Yeah, I think it was just that bad that it just never really came a thing.
Like, is it still around, but people don't use it,
I'm
or?
pretty sure one of the guys that was running the Amazon Gaming put up a tweet and said, "Yeah, I think we're just going to trash this. It's not working how we intended it to be."
Yeah, okay. Damn, that's
Uh,
crazy.
but they came in not actually doing like the full research and seeing what gamers actually like.
Yeah,
They're just coming and going, "Well, we're just going to pay our way through, and we're just going to do it this way." By not
not the
actually
way to do it.
understanding how the gamers are.
Yeah.
They're just going, "Oh well, we're a big company. We can fit in,"
Mm,
and it's terribly backfired.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Like Steam's roots go pretty deep, man. Like and people are creatures of habit, whether they like to
Mm,
admit it or not, man. But like this makes me think of Xbox and how they're integrating the Steam library into the new Xbox dashboard.
mm,
Where like I think where Xbox is coming at from an angle where they sort of understand the landscape a bit better
yeah.
and have gone, hey, like this is where the gamers are. Let's just join them. Like
Mm.
if the
I
gamers
think
are already on Steam and they've been on there for that long, like
oh yeah,
no
Steam's
one
been around for
like
a very very long time.
no one's gonna ditch their library for you, yo.
No,
Um,
and you think
you know what
about
I mean?
the amount of like achievements,
Achievements,
badges, and
save
their
games.
Steam library. Like,
Yeah,
really, someone's just going to get rid of like thousands worth of like games just to go to some other platform? Like, okay.
yeah, yeah, right, mate. Keep dreaming.
Like
Um,
Amazon did partner with a company called Luna,
yeah, okay.
and pretty sure they've. I'm not sure if they've got their own like console, but they definitely have their own controllers. And so, since it's a cloud gaming service, they sell you controllers for your phone, so you can use that. You can use it on a computer, like all that sort of whatnot. I mean, like
Okay,
it was
that seems pretty cool.
it was a good product, but yeah,
Yeah.
just don't think that they really looked into it much. Like, hey,
Mm,
they could have gone straight to Steam and said, "Hey, look, we're thinking about making a console or something. Do you just want to look into that and maybe partner together?" You know, either that or go,
mm,
"Hey, look, we're happy to give you some money. We fucking you know
yeah.
partner together." You know, Amazon Prime could have come over into the Steam and gone, "Oh yeah, you like look, you get Amazon Prime, blah 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 blah."
Yeah, with your Steam, that would. I mean,
Mm.
hey, that'd be alright. I mean, you you know, it'd come with ads, so um, take that with a grain of salt. But hey, at least you're not paying anything. um, but yeah, I don't know.
Speaking about ads, did you hear that Steam has told EA we're not gonna let your game be sold on our platform if you put ads?
Yeah, I did hear about that. How good? That's
It's a
an
little bit it's a
absolute
little bit off
W.
topic. It's a little bit off topic, but I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
Steam was just like, no, we're gonna remove any games that come in with ads.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
That is
That's
awesome. That is good. That's when you
yeah.
know they're there for the gamers. They're like, yeah, we get this, guys.
Mm. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. Sorry, Valve is pocketing. They're getting really good deals out of it, but
Mm,
like that's something that they didn't have to do for the games, but they did it anyway, which is cool. I
mm,
like seeing that. That's just another big win. Something actually related to that that I seen the other day was changes. I think in the EU, Europe,
yep.
uh, they were putting in anti, like sort of like anti gambling sort of policies on mobile games. So there's a bunch of stuff coming up. Actually,
Okay.
I'll probably do a bigger segment on this on the next podcast because this is actually huge. Because if the rest of the world follows suit,
Mm,
it's going to be great. So there was some things in there that about that your mobile game can't, if it's going to have a premium currency in the game, it can only have one. and underneath every single transaction of the in-game currency, it has to display the dollar value of it. And there was a bunch of other stuff in there that meant that you couldn't, like, games couldn't go in there, like they couldn't go make someone purchase an in-game currency to buy another in-game currency to like, or go spend $20 on one in-game currency, but then also need to spend another $20 on a second one to buy a product, because a lot of companies would do this. They'd have like a product there or whatever, but you needed one of this currency, one of that, and you had to. And also,
he's cheeky.
and they also made it that the lowest purchasable amount of in-game currency that you could purchase had to be the amount of the cheapest in-game thing. So you couldn't, or like you couldn't have a skin that's worth 1,000, I don't know, coins or whatever you want to call it, but then have your first package like $9.99 for 800. You know, you'd have to buy the $24.99 one to get 2,000 or whatever. They made it so like the lowest amount had to be exact. You couldn't like force gamers. Like, there's heaps of cheeky stuff in there, and they killed it, bro. It was awesome. So
Okay.
we'll do something.
Yeah, we'll have to have a chat about that in the next one.
Yeah,
next
like I
podcast.
got a little bit a little bit more in depth with that, because that's actually that's a really good. I didn't even think about that, man. Like, that'd have been really cool to talk about. But yeah, we will get there.
So,
Mm,
one of the big questions I have:
I'm ready.
is there any date or time frame on the next big drop
For Rogue Society?
for Rogue Society?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we do have something cooking. We're going June, July.
Ooh. Okay.
June, July is when we're going to be. Yeah, we'll be dropping something. Well, we are dropping something.
So, what sort of gear could we expect for Rogue Society to be dropping?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to give anything away, because I want, when we drop, like, I think we're just going to do little sneaky teasers for the next, couple of months until that happens.
So we can't have a sneak peek right now.
No, we can't have a sneak peek right now. But so I got inspired to do some designs, specifically for our sweats and tryhards. And I got inspired for these designs when I was playing Fortnite, and I had I had one of those games, man. I dropped in, and I just went full aggression. Like, I swear that if I had my setup in the middle of a mosh pit, I couldn't miss a shot. I was tapping heads, boy. It was all over, and so out of that, I was like, yeah, this one's coming for the sweats. So yeah, really excited to release them. And we've got another one. So we've got two things dropping, but multiple products, but two things. And the other one is just something that affects all gamers, but it's mainly just at the core of gaming, and it's mainly more for our filthy casual audience. But yeah, June, July, keep an ear out. We're not releasing a date. We're not going to do a date. We're just going to drop and then be like, oh, this is what happening, yo.
Hey. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, that's yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Very exciting.
Yeah, like, no, it's a pretty exciting experience. Like, just like getting the products together and trying to go through, and also because like Rogue Society has such limited design options. Like, it has to be designed in a way that it's just not corny and lame. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be obvious. Otherwise, it defeats the whole purpose. Like, it needs subtlety. You know, understands that we don't want We don't want clothes that just scream gamer at everyone.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a gamer and I like gaming. Would you like to go home with me?
She's got Super Mario all over his shirt.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, we just try and so that's the other layer of challenge to it when doing the designs as well. That we just got to keep in mind.
Mm.
But yeah, how we doing for time anyway? We're doing
We just hit an hour.
an hour. Beauty. Well, did you have anything else before we close this one down?
No, not really.
Beauty.
I think we're pretty sweet.
Yeah, sick. All right. Well, yeah, I don't think I really have anything else for you. Yeah, no, I'll just be doing that bit on next one for some of the new like mobile gaming laws that are coming in. But
Give me a bit of time to have a look through and see what's going on.
yeah, definitely. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on the next episode.
So if you're intrigued, we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, you know it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep living the dream, keep getting the W. Nice meeting you.
Catch you later.